I'd like to welcome everyone to the 1998 Wadsworth High School Recognition Day Assembly. I'd like to welcome parents, faculty, teachers, underclassmen, and fellow seniors. We'll be beginning the program today with the Scholarship Awards. The Student Council Scholarships will be presented by Student Council Vice President Brian B. Miller and Treasurer Kristen Poihonen. Dr. Nancy Meadows will be presenting the National Merit Scholarships, the Band Boosters Scholarships, the George Lucas Memorial, and the Art Baldwin Memorial will be presented by Mr. Tim Butai. Mrs. Terry Whitlam Menser will be presenting the Rotary Club Scholarship. The Wise United Scholarship will be presented by Mrs. Cindy Fuller. Mrs. Candy Decker will be presenting the Isham Wise Scholarship. The scholarship sponsored by the Academic Boosters Club will be presented by Mr. Steve Kilker. Mrs. Martha Wyrick will be presenting the Women's Club Scholarship. And Dr. Nancy Meadows will be presenting the scholarship sponsored by the Gyro Club. The Robert Fenton Memorial, the Scholarship Foundation Scholarship, and the Franklin Wise Scholarship will all be presented by Mr. Roger Havens. Mrs. Debbie Lorton will be presenting the All Sports Booster Club Scholarship. The scholarship sponsored by the Wadsworth Running Club will be presented by Mr. Gene Ruckman. Mr. John Johnson will be presenting the Joe Mull Memorial. The Youth Baseball Softball Association Awards will be presented by Mr. Jeff Jenkins, Mr. Tim McQueen, and Mr. Ed Evans. Ms. Michelle Jungbluth will be presenting the Women's Sports Awards, and the Jean Blueball Memorial will be presented by Mr. Mark Postak. And finally, Mrs. Candy Decker will be presenting the Wadsworth Amateur Soccer Association Scholarship. Let's go ahead.
Good morning. My name is Kristen Poihonen. I would like Shelley Cunningham and Diana Parker to come to the stage to receive the Student Council Scholarship. This $400 award is given to Shelley and Diana for their leadership throughout high school and for the amount of time and effort they have given to Student Council. Shelley has been a member of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Spanish Club, gymnastics, softball, volleyball, her Cheers to Youth group, as well as putting in a lot of time and effort throughout her years on Student Council. Diana is a member of the French Club, Drama Club, National Honor Society, Key Club, Ski Club, tennis team, speech and debate, show choir, Ohio Association of Student Councils, National Forensics League, and has also remained an active member of Student Council for the last 4 years. Student Council would like to congratulate you and wish you the best of luck in the future.
Hi, my name is Brian B. Miller, and it's my pleasure to ask Doug Blank and Russell Valentine to come to the stage and receive their $400 scholarships on behalf of Student Council. Russell's involved in Drama Club, Ski Club, SAD, and is on the varsity track team. He's a member of National Honor Society, and I've had the pleasure to work with him in the 4th grade swimming program. He volunteers there, teaching lessons to 4th graders. Doug Blank is the current president on council, and he has served on it for 4 years. He's a member of Drama Club, National Honor Society, Yearbook, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Show Choir, and he was the reason for another smooth year on Student Council. I would like to congratulate them both and wish them both good luck as they plan to attend Case Western Reserve.
National Merit this year recognizes 7 of our outstanding seniors. I'd like for Doug Fries, Diana Parker, Aaron Lang, and Cindy Schwartz to come to the stage. These students are commended as they have scored in the top 5% of over 1 million students who took the PSAT during their junior year. They are honored by national merit for their demonstration of exceptional academic promise. Now I would like Crystal Brooks, James Malone, and May Kilker to join us on the stage. These students have scored in the top 1% on the PSAT and also on the SAT. Crystal is being recognized as a semifinalist in the National Merit Competition. And our finalists in the competition are James and May. They scored in less than 1% of the top students. Their extracurricular activities and their classroom achievements have qualified them for National Merit Finalist status, and James has been granted a scholarship from the National Merit Corporation.
My name is John Mason. I'm from the Band Boosters. I would like at this time for James Malone, Christina Bagby, and Marissa Soto to come to the stage to receive the George Lucas Memorial Scholarships. This is a $250 scholarship. This is given to those who continue on with their musical participation in college or university of their choice. James Malone has played in the baritone and euphonium section for 4 years and was section leader his senior year. James is also a member of the marching, concert, wind ensemble, jazz, and pep bands. Congratulations, James. Your award is sponsored by the Zulia family. Christina Bagby has played in the piccolo section for 4 years. She has been a member of the marching, concert, and pep bands and musical pit orchestra. Congratulations, Christina. Yours is sponsored by the Band Boosters and the Franks family. And Marissa Soto has played in the piccolo section for 2 years and was drum major for the past 2 years in the marching band. She has also participated in concert, pep, and jazz band, wind ensemble, and indoor guard. Congratulations, Marissa. Yours is sponsored by the Bagby, Mason, Purdon, and DeLong family. The Band Boosters wish all of you continued success.
Good morning. My name is Tim Butte. I'm also with the Band Booster Association. At this time, I would like Tom Bella, Cynthia Yenion, and Nathan Cunningham to come to the stage to receive the Art Baldwin Memorial Scholarships. This is a $500 scholarship, which is given to those who are going to further their musical achievements by majoring in music in college. These individuals have excelled in their musical ability to a superior level. Tom Bella has played in the percussion section for the last 4 years and has become section leader his senior year. Tom has been a member of the marching, concert, pep band, and wind ensemble. He is also honored by winning the Patrick Gilmore Award. Congratulations, Tom. Tom is sponsored by the Wadsworth Band Boosters. Cindy Yenion has played in the trombone section for the past 4 years. Cindy has been a member of the marching, concert, pep, jazz band, and wind ensemble. Cindy's is sponsored by Pepsi-Cola. Congratulations, Cindy. Nathan Cunningham has played in the saxophone section for the last 4 years and was section leader his senior year. Nathan has been a member of the marching, concert, and pep bands and musical pit orchestra. He is also a soloist with the wind ensemble and jazz band. Nate is honored by winning the Louis Armstrong Jazz Award and the John Philip Sousa Award. His is sponsored by the Wadsworth Band Boosters. Congratulations, Nate.
Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Terry Menster, the president of the Wadsworth Rotary Club. This year's Rotary Scholarship Awards is given to the following students. If I can have them come up on stage, please. Kevin Buck, Melissa McKenzie, Brooke Leatherman, Lisa Warner, James Hunt, and Diana Parker. Through the Rotary fundraisers, the Pizza Bash and the $1 Million Hole-in-One Shootout, we are giving each a $750 Rotary scholarship to Kevin, Brooke, Melissa, Lisa, and James in recognition of their leadership and high academic achievements. For the first time this year, we have also added a new award for the four-way speech contest winner. A $350 award is given to Diana for placing third among 60 schools in our four-way speech contest in our district. The Rotary Club would like to congratulate these scholarship and award recipients and the class of 1998. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Cindy Fuller, president of Wise United. I would like Emily P. Cook to come to the stage to receive the Wise United Scholarship. The $250 award is given to Emily in recognition of her high achievement in the classroom and leadership in her extracurricular activities. She has been a member of the Drama Club, where she received the Director's Award for Wizard of Oz. She's also a member of FCA, National Honor Society, Show Choir, National Thespian Society, and National Forensic League, where she was a two-time state qualifier. Congratulations, Emily, on your accomplishments, and we wish you the very best in the future.
Good morning. I'm here on behalf of Terry Kreider, who is home with her sick little girl this morning. I'm a past president of Isham Wise, and Terry Kreider is the current president of Isham. I'm here to present the Phyllis Hawk Memorial Scholarship to Nicholas Williams. If he would please come to the stage. Mrs. Hawk was a dedicated teacher and very admired who taught at Isham for over 20 years. This $500 scholarship is given to a graduating senior who attended Isham for a minimum of 2 years. We would like to recognize Nicholas for his academic achievements, participation in the drama and speech, and his extracurricular activities both in school and the community. Again, Isham wishes you much success.
Good morning, everyone. I'm here to represent the Academic Boosters Club. This is a club comprised of parents of high school students as well as members of the community at large. We try to support academic excellence by providing awards to top students during the grading periods during school. This year that included passes to a post-game dance and some movie passes. I'd like to thank the Student Council and Great Oaks Cinema for sponsoring those. We also award several scholarships at the end of the year, and that's what brings me here today. These are for sustained academic scholarship, and this year we're awarding 4 of these at $400 apiece. I'd like to ask each of these awardees to come to the podium individually. The first one is Lauren Walker. She's a superb student. She's involved as a leader in many extracurricular activities at the school, highlighted by being the swim team captain, the yearbook editor, and a key club officer. She plans to study graphic communications in college, and the Academic Boosters Club congratulates her and wishes her well. Next recipient, you've heard her name before, is Diana Parker. She's an exceptional scholar. She uses her communication skills in speech and debate, and also as a writer for the Medina Gazette. She's been a student council member and plans to study journalism in college. The Academic Boosters Club congratulates Diana. The next outstanding student is Erin Lang. She participates in a variety of extracurricular pursuits, including community service, a choir, and is outstanding in sports. She was honored as a scholar athlete by the Suburban League for soccer. She plans to study biology in college, and we congratulate her. The next recipient is Doug Blank, another excellent student who's active in everything from drama to the yearbook staff. He's demonstrated leadership as a class officer and as the student council president. We wish him well in studying engineer at college. Thank you.
To receive the Women's Club of Wadsworth Awards would Erin Borgman, Erin Lang, Deanna Parker, and Jennifer Sand please come to the stage. This year, the Women's Club is pleased to present 4 $500 Achievement Awards. These awards are not based solely on scholarship, but also on school and community activities and involvement and personal accomplishments. We are very happy to present these achievement awards to these young women.
The Gyro Club representative could not be with us this morning, but I'm pleased to make the presentation on their behalf. I would like for Ken Ferguson to join me on stage. The Gyro Club is an organization of men dedicated to promoting a true spirit of friendship. This spirit is based on the premise that true friends are few and should be valued as precious assets throughout life. The Wadsworth Gyro Club Award is presented annually to a Wadsworth High School senior who has displayed a consistent attitude of friendship and who exhibits traits of tolerance, understanding, helpfulness, concern, and sharing of his experiences with others. I think you would agree with me that Ken exhibits all of those qualities. He has been the leader of Salt and Light, a prayer group that meets on Wednesday mornings before school starts. Ken also entertains us through show choir. He has been a valued member of the track and cross-country teams, and he will be going to a mission in China during this next year, followed by studies at Malone College to prepare for a career in the ministry. I'd like to congratulate Ken for the Gyro Club.
Hello, I'm Mr. Havens. I'm the principal at Lincoln and Franklin Schools, and for the graduating seniors, I was your principal down at Valley View. I'd like to congratulate the class of 1998, and I hope great things happen in your future. I would also like to remind the Valley View students that you do have a couple of former teachers that are retiring this year, Mrs. Holvey, Mrs. Marshall, and Mrs. Chrislip. And Mrs. Holvey, I have a great respect for her because I've always gone around and told people that she did start teaching before I was born. I don't think she gets cable, so she'll never hear that. Yesterday, as I left my job site, I was very frustrated. And in this particular business that I'm in, it seems like all you do is get negatives. And I went home and I jumped on the mower and I'm sitting around thinking about these types of things, and I'm thinking, who in their right mind would ever go into this occupation? But then as I went to the mailbox, I opened up the mailbox and I had several invitations from former Valley View students, actually, inviting me to their graduation. Then I thought to myself, who in their right mind would invite an elementary principal to their graduation party? So I guess it all pans out, and those are the positive things that I do get. And again, thank you for that. I really feel privileged when I receive those. And one other thing before I get started is I'd like to congratulate the retiring high school teachers. Every year I see fewer and fewer of my former teachers here at the high school, and it's getting down to just a select few. I graduated in 1974, and not many are left. One teacher this year, Mr. Horsberger, I want to compliment him because any time that I sit and read a history book, I have this innate urge to outline it chapter by chapter by chapter. So there's some things that I do remember from high school too. All right, now getting down to the awards I have today. The first one is the Robert Fenzen Award. And Robert Fenzen and I went to school together. He was born April 30th, 1956 in Barberton, Ohio. He had lifelong interest in the Boy Scouts and eventually advanced to the Assistant Scoutmaster. He was a bright and eager student, especially in science, all his high school years. He graduated from Wadsworth in 1974, and his activities included wrestling and Spanish Club. He attended Ohio State University from September 1974 to 1978. He had a full Air Force ROTC scholarship. He majored in geology and mineralogy. He completed the Evelyn Woods Reading Dynamic course. He held various part-time and summer jobs. His extracurricular included the ROTC Mountaineering Club, the ROTC Air Society, the Judo Club. But unfortunately, in May of 1978, he found out he had acute leukemia, and that was 2 weeks prior to his graduation. He was not able to graduate with his class as a result, nor receive his commission into the Air Force. However, in the 3 years ensuing, despite fighting his illness, he finished his senior geology thesis. He received his Bachelor of Science degree. He spent 1 year at Kent State at the graduate school. He worked 5 months for the Bureau of Mines in Pittsburgh. And in his spare time, he enjoyed wood cutting and shaping stones and designing jewelry. He planned to continue his studies at Texas A&M, where he had been accepted for enrollment in 1981. He passed away April 16, 1981, 2 weeks short of his 25th birthday. He was most interested in and bothered by environmental problems. He stated during his last days his desire for a clean, unspoiled world was his legacy. The Robert Fenza Memorial Scholarship was initiated in 1984 by his former high school classmates in his memory. It's been awarded annually ever since to a deserving high school senior. Their name, or her name, has been placed on this perpetual plaque that hangs in the library. At this time, Jennifer Sand, please come forward for your... Now I'll make these others go quickly. The first one is the Franklin School College Book Fund Award, and this year I'd like to give this to Christina Cottrell. Now I have 8 more. 4 of them are $1,000 scholarships given by the Scholarship Foundation of Wadsworth. The Scholarship Foundation of Wadsworth receives their money from generous donations of businesses throughout town, as well as we sponsor the dinner theater at the annual musical. I also have 4 $1,500 each scholarships. Again, those are given through the Scholarship Foundation of Wadsworth. Again, to deserving people, we have stringent guidelines that they have to meet before they can receive this. Also, I want to add that the $1,000 scholarships that I'm about to give were donated to the Scholarship Foundation of Wadsworth from Remington Products. So they generously gave us $4,000 for these. So I will read all 8 names. The $1,000 winners are Eric Goltz, Jessica Morgan, Andy Hudak, and Elizabeth Talcott. And the $1,500 award winners are Debbie Young, Tammy Young, Nick Williams, and Rebecca Osbolt. Congratulations.
Good morning. I'm Debbie Lorton, and I represent the All Sports Boosters Club. When we attend a sports event, we're impressed by the skill and commitment of our athletes, and our respect grows more when we realize that most of the applicants are on the merit roll and many are members of the National Honor Society. Yet when you ask some of them what's special about them and why they should be chosen, they respond with nothing, that they're average, that they don't stand out. All of our athletes are special. They do stand out, and there is nothing average about them. Today, I would like to recognize a couple of those athletes. The All Sports Booster Club is pleased to present our Male Athlete Award to Eric Goltz and our Female Athlete Award to Debbie Young and Tammy Young. The awards are presented for their many achievements, dedication, and hard work. These athletes have shown balance between academics and athletics while participating in basketball, football, soccer, and football. Many have been members of the Bruin staff, student council, teen volunteers, and our peer leaders. They've held class offices, they've been on the homecoming court, and selected Student of the Month. Your efforts are not only recognized in the school today, but in your churches and in our community. We are very proud and want to recognize you now and continue to support you through the scholarships. Debbie Young? Eric? Congratulations and thank you.
Good morning. This is the 13th year the Wadsworth Running Club has donated scholarship money to a male and female track and/or cross-country runners. The female winner led all 4 years in track and is a proven leader and hard worker in all her sports she's played in. The male winner led in track and cross-country and was co-captain of the cross-country team and also a proven leader. But most of all, I'm sure you will agree with me that they are two really nice young people. Let's bring up Stephanie Schaffner and Jayesh Patel.
Good morning. It's an honor to be here today to present the Joe Moll Memorial Scholarship. Yesterday we had a great assembly presented by SAD. Mr. Lombardi talked of the hazards of drinking and driving. I'm here today to present an award related to a drinking and driving accident. Joe Moll was the victim of such an accident. In August of 1989, while Joe was traveling home from a dinner date, he was killed by a drunk driver less than 2 miles from his home. Shortly after his death, Joe's close friends and family got together to keep his memory alive. I was part of that group because Joe was one of my best friends. I cannot relate to the pain his family still feels, but I certainly know how it has affected my life. What Mr. Lombardi said yesterday, you need to listen to. Drinking and driving also affects the innocent. It cost me my best friend. The scholarship we established to honor Joe goes to a person who stood for the same things that Joe stood for. He was a true friend, a good student, and he had his priorities in place. The winner of this year's scholarship has the same attributes. The winner does not necessarily need to be a soccer player, but it is this year. The winner is a member of National Honor Society. They are very committed to their studies, as indicated by their college selection, where academics came ahead of soccer. This year's winner was a team captain, and just like Joe, a valuable part of a successful team. The winner of the $1,000 Joe Moll Memorial Scholarship for 1998 is Eric Golds.
I'm Jeff Jenkins. I'm president of Wadsworth Youth Baseball Softball Association. Ed Evans is the softball commissioner, and Tim McQueen is the baseball commissioner. WYBSA, in its tradition of supporting the youth of Wadsworth, has created a scholarship fund this year that offers one young man and one young lady a $1,000 scholarship, and it's based on not just athletic ability, but grade point average, extra activities, community service, and other things. At this time, I'd like to have Mike Harita and Debbie Young come to the stage, please. Also, I'd like to congratulate all you graduating seniors, and this year's winner are Debbie Young and Mike Harita.
I would like to call to the stage this year's winner of the Women's Sports Scholarship Award, Hillary Siffert. The Women's Sports Scholarship Award is given to a senior who, in addition to being in good academic standing, has made a valuable contribution to her sport. I've had the privilege of coaching Hillary in track and cross country. This past fall, Hillary was our senior captain,
and she unselfishly put her teammates' needs ahead of her own, motivating and encouraging them while setting an example through discipline and hard work. Her leadership and devotion to running will be missed next year, and we wish her the best of luck in her future plans.
Jean Bluebaugh was a former junior varsity girls soccer coach at Wadsworth High School who passed away 2 years ago after a hard-fought battle with cancer. In his honor, a sportsmanship award and a $500 scholarship were set up in his name. The recipient of this award must be a senior female soccer player who demonstrates the qualities and characteristics that were embraced by Coach Bluebaugh. I was a friend of Jean's, and I know that he would have thought the world of this year's recipient. She is a true sportsman. As a sophomore, she barely missed making the varsity team. Although disappointed in not achieving her goal, she displayed her leadership throughout the junior varsity season, and by the end of the year was dressing varsity. She is one of the most honest and sincere players I have ever coached, and she is truly a friend to all players in the program. She loves the game, and although she was never the star player, her game-winning goal in the closing minutes of our district semifinal against Strongsville will always be remembered. It is with great pleasure that I present the 1998 Jean Bluebaugh Sportsmanship Award and Scholarship to Krista Sell.
Good morning again. On behalf of the Wadsworth Amateur Soccer Association, I would like to present two $200 scholarships, one to a female and one to a male. I would like for Debbie Young and Eric Goltz to please come to the stage. Debbie stated in her application that she hopes to go to school, major in history, and secondary major in education. She wants to become a teacher and a coach. We wish her good luck. Eric wants to major in business, and he is the team leader, and we hope that he reaches his goals. When we do these applications, we do not know the names of the applicants. All we have are letters and numbers. I was very pleased when I found out when I turned in our request that Eric was one of our recipients. I've worked very hard with his family for a couple years in the fall tournament, along with Eric, which made these scholarships possible. Again, we'd like to wish these athletes good luck.
Okay, as we reset the stage, I'll announce the presenters for the next set of scholarship awards. The Dolores Bill Hart Memorial will be presented by Mrs. Beverly Keys. The East Ohio Gas Sunshine Leadership Award will be presented by Mrs. Sandy Haskell. Mrs. Beth Workman and Mrs. Dottie Eckenrode will be presenting the scholarship sponsored by the Chamber of Commerce. The Chester Fish Memorial will be presented by Mr. Troy Lorton from the Firefighters Association. Mr. Chuck Raw will be presenting the Lions Club Scholarship. The Vocational Educational Award will be presented by Mrs. Joyce Bach. And Major James Koenig will be presenting an award from the United States Military Academy. The Winfred B. Young Memorial will be presented by Mrs. Sandra Solero. And the Faculty Scholarships will be presented by Mrs. Patricia Allen.
The Dolores Ann Bill Hart Scholarship is given to female athletes that excel not only in the field of athletics but in the academic area. And the two recipients, Deborah and Tammy Young, that I invite to come up and be with me, were chosen
were chosen from 200 applicants throughout the state of Ohio to each receive a $1,000 renewable scholarship for their college career, with the hope that they will continue in the athletic arena. A little bit about my sister, who was Dolores Ann Billhart. We grew up along the shores of Lake Erie. We come from a humble background. I think we may have that in common. Dolores was always outside playing sports, and she was always being called on by boys in the neighborhood, and most of them she was able to beat. Most weekends would find my parents driving all over the state for softball and basketball and volleyball. When Dolores graduated from Willoughby Union High School, she left to go off to Bowling Green. She was an average student there. She participated in the athletic arena as much as she could. After teaching in Mansfield schools, she went on to earn her master's degree, and she became the first woman commissioner of the Ohio High School Athletic Association. At that time, there were very few competitive sports for female athletes. Dolores worked very hard, and at the time of her untimely death in September of '88, there were 10 competitive sports for women. Dolores loved her family and friends, like Debbie and Tammy, and she valued the time on the various playing fields. On that day when she was taken from us, a productive and energetic life ended. Today, 2 productive and energetic lives are just beginning. We wish you well, and we know that when the end of your lives come, the world will have been a better place because you were in it.
I'm pleased this morning to represent East Ohio Gas to present our annual Sunshine Leadership Award. For the past 11 years, East Ohio Gas has presented to each student from each high school in our service territory a plaque and $100 savings bond to a student that has demonstrated outstanding leadership, citizenship, and service to their school and community. This year, Wadsworth High School has chosen Douglas Blank as the recipient of our Sunshine Leadership Award. His involvement as student council president, yearbook, and his various church activities make him definitely a worthwhile recipient, and he is the son of Mr. and Mrs. Kenneth Blank. Congratulations.
Good morning. My name is Dottie Eckenrode, and I'm president of the Chamber of Commerce, and this is Beth Workman, the executive director for the Chamber. This is the best job I've had in the many years that I've served on the Chamber, and it is such a pleasure, and I might add a very difficult task to review all the applications. The funding each year for the Chamber of Commerce Scholarship Awards comes from our Easter basket auction and a private donation. At this time, I would like to have the following students join Beth and myself on stage: Doug Stauffer, Doug Freese, Russell Valentine, Lauren Walker, Stephanie Schofter, and Aaron Borgman. The Chamber of Commerce had the opportunity to review more than 75 applications of bright, talented students from the class of '98. Doug Stauffer is planning to major in musical theater. Doug Freese will pursue an education in business finance. Russ Valentine will be pursuing his education in mechanical engineering. Lauren Walker in graphic design. Stephanie Schofter will pursue her education in business, and Erin Borgman will pursue her education in early childhood development. Please join me. We have awarded 6 $500 scholarships. Congratulations.
Good morning. Today I'm here as the representative of the Wadsworth Firefighter Association to give the annual Chester E. Fish Memorial Scholarship. This is the first time this award is being given to two recipients. It is designated as a $1,000 scholarship, but this year it will be split into two $500 scholarships. On behalf of the members of the Wadsworth Firefighters Association, we would like to congratulate Debbie Young and Tammy Young on this achievement and wish them the best of luck in all future endeavors. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Chuck Raw, president of the Wadsworth Lions Club, and I would like to call Jaj Patel, Doug Fries, Christina Catrill, and Katie Rule to come to the stage to receive the Wadsworth Lions Club scholarship. The $500 scholarships are given to those students for their individual efforts in academics, extracurricular activities, and community services. The motto of the Wadsworth Lions Club is "We Serve," and I believe each of you exemplify this motto. As president of the Wadsworth Lions Club, I wish each of you continued success in college and throughout your lives. Christina?
Would Rebecca Oswalt please come to the stage? Each year, the Vocational Technical Department awards at least one scholarship. This year, we have one. A committee of vocational teachers and Dr. Susan Foer select the recipient on the basis of involvement in his or her vocational program, academics, contribution to the community, and time donated to fundraising for this scholarship. This year's award belongs to Rebecca. She has excelled in academics. She gained entry into the Vocational Technical National Honor Society as a junior. She scored with honors in 4 of her 5 senior proficiency tests, and she has been accepted into the Honors College at Kent State University, where she is going to work to use her training in cosmetology in a salon as she attends school. She has gone to state competition 2 years in a row for Promotional Bulletin Board with the Vocational Industrial Clubs of America. She has been awarded Student of the Month in both her junior and senior years and was honored as Student of the Year at the annual Vocational Luncheon. I am proud to present this award to Rebecca Oswalt.
Good morning, I'm Major James Koenig, and as the field admissions representative for Medina County for the United States Military Academy at West Point, I assist candidates through the West Point admissions process. The best part about doing this work is to do what I've come here to do today. I'd like Matthew Blind to please come forward. West Point exists to provide leaders of character for our Army who are inspired to careers as commissioned officers and lifetime service to the nation. West Point admits outstanding, well-rounded young men and women who have demonstrated the attributes of academic competence, leadership potential, and athletic ability. Additionally, each candidate must be nominated by a member of Congress. Matthew Blind is an outstanding young man who has demonstrated excellence in some activities that he has participated in as 4-year member of the football team, who was a tri-captain this past year, 3-year member of the varsity track team, a member of National Honor Society. He was also on student council his junior year. He has a 4.2 grade point average while taking various advanced placement and honors courses. Matthew was nominated by Congressman Sherrod Brown of the 13th Ohio Congressional District. He has demonstrated a fine potential for future service to his country and to his fellow citizens. West Point's education and training programs will give him the opportunity to develop fully that potential. So on behalf of the President of the United States and the Secretary of the Army, it gives me great pleasure to announce the appointment and admission of Matthew Blinn to the United States Military Academy at West Point, New York. Matthew will receive a full undergraduate scholarship, and upon graduation from West Point with a Bachelor of Science degree, be commissioned in the United States Army. The total value of the education and training is now over $250,000 for the 4 years. So I'd like to congratulate Matthew.
Good morning. I am Sandy Solero, current president of the Wadsworth City Board of Education. Would Danielle Hollingsworth please come forward? The Winifred Beach Young Scholarship has been awarded each year since 1969 by the Wadsworth City Board of Education. This $1,000 scholarship is given to assist a deserving student in their first year of college. The award is given in honor of Florence C. Chandler, a former Wadsworth resident, and it is funded by a trust fund left by the Winifred Beach Young, her cousin. This year's recipient is a young lady involved in numerous activities, and her favorite activity is volunteering. She has been involved in VOFT, Future Homemakers of America, Spanish Club, Peer Leaders, Pep Club, manager of the swim team, and she is editor of the Bruin. Congratulations, Danielle.
Good morning. The Wadsworth High School Faculty Scholarship Fund was established in 1988 to recognize excellence and achievement in each year's graduating class, and to offer encouragement to members of the class who demonstrate academic excellence, service to school and community, and outstanding character, and who have also expressed their interest in continuing their studies at the university level. This year, through very generous contributions from our faculty and staff, a donation from the Drama Club's presentation of The Grapes of Wrath, which we would like to acknowledge and offer our heartfelt thanks, and a donation from North Coast Duplicating, we are again able this year to present 4 $1,000 scholarships. The class of 1998 is a truly outstanding group. You have many accomplishments for which you can be very, very proud. Our list of candidates was long, and all of the individual applicants had outstanding qualifications. So this year's recipients demonstrate the best qualities of your class in academic excellence, outstanding character, and service. Wadsworth High School's faculty would like, first of all, to congratulate each and every graduating senior in this class of 1998. We wish you much success, happiness, and peace. At this time, I'm very proud to present the 1998 faculty scholarships to Deneen Copeland, Yasko Hanna, Mark Schoonover, and Carrie Fuller. Will you please come forward?
The next portion of our program focuses on educational excellence. The Dustin Kramer Memorial will be presented by Mr. Roger Kramer, and he will also be presenting Perfect Attendance Awards. Sergeant Douglas Turner will be presenting the Marine Scholastic Excellence Semper Fidelis Scholarship, and outstanding students will be presented by Mr. Ron Jones.
Would David Fletcher please come to the stage? Dustin Kramer was an automotive student at Wadsworth High School, graduating in 1976. He was well-liked, polite, and a good student. After graduation, Dustin met a tragic death, falling asleep in his car and being overcome by carbon monoxide poisoning. Each year, an outstanding senior automotive student is chosen to receive the Dustin Kramer Memorial Award. This year's recipient is David Fletcher. Would Paul Lee and Christina Bagby please come forward? Paul and Christina are being recognized for a very special accomplishment: perfect attendance during their 4 years of high school. Needless to say, this is an outstanding achievement. We can all appreciate their determination and admire their commitment to excellence. Once again, Paul Lee and Christina Bagby, perfect attendance during their 4 years of high school.
Good morning. I'm Private Michael Schmikowski. I'm currently enlisted in the United States Marine Corps. I'm also in the class of 1998, and I'll be graduating with the rest of the class on June 7th. Go for it.
Good morning. My name is Private Albert Bellamy. I'm a proud Grizzly, graduate of the class of 1994. On behalf of the Marine Corps, I have to apologize for the absence of Sergeant Turner and Gunnery Sergeant Baker. Due to Gunnery Sergeant Baker's wife being in labor, Sergeant Turner had to cover for him at Brunswick, so you're stuck with a couple of buck privates. This morning I'm here to present 3 awards, 2 at this time. We have the Scholastic Excellence Award and the Semper Fidelis Band Award. Mental strength comes through academic study. We encourage the nation's youth to complete high school. We also offer every Marine several methods of going to college at our expense. I'm honored to recognize the efforts of a special student. This student has demonstrated outstanding citizenship and leadership in academics. The United States Marine Corps takes pleasure in presenting the Scholastic Excellence Award to Mark Schoonover. The Marine Corps realizes there will be no Marine band without dedicated young musicians. For this reason, the Marine Corps supports high school band programs by awarding the Semper Fidelis Award. In recognition of diligence, dedication, and musical excellence as a performing high school bandsman, I'm honored to present this year's Semper Fidelis Award to Tom Bello.
Okay, would the following students please report to the stage? Diana Parker, James Malone, Matt Blinn, Amy Sherance, Christina Bagby, Cindy Schwartz, Nathan Cunningham, Daneen Copeland, Doug Fries, Brian Hawkinsmith, and Rebecca Osbald. Just line up wherever you can. Each year, our faculty chooses students whom they feel are tops in various subject areas. The students before you are those students chosen. As I call each name, I would like to have the students step forward and sort of wave so you know who they are. First of all, the outstanding social studies student, Matt Blinn. Matt, gotta wave. Don't forget to wave. Matt's a tremendous person and a fine student. He has shown exceptional enthusiasm and interest in social studies subjects all through high school, especially American history. Matt has carried over a 96% average over a 2-semester period. Good job, Matt. Outstanding vocational student, Rebecca Oswald. Got to give a little wave. Okay. Rebecca was chosen Vocational Student of the Month both as a junior and a senior. Scored with honors 4 out of 5 on a proficiency test, will attend Kent State University where she's enrolled in their honors programs. Outstanding French student, Christina Bagby. Christina held the highest class average in French all 4 years of high school. Christina can fluently speak and write French. She will pursue a career that will incorporate her knowledge of French with other interests. Good job, Christina. Outstanding Spanish student, Amy Shurance. Amy's proficiency in Spanish exceeds the standards identified in the new Ohio Model for Foreign Language. She's extremely proficient in speaking and writing Spanish. As a part of a collaborative project with Spanish students in Victor, New York, Amy designed a web page on Cuban Desarnés. Other successes include a very creative ecology unit in Spanish, which he taught to 3rd graders at Isham. Great job, Amy. Outstanding vocal music student, Cindy Schwartz. Cindy was a member of the freshman choir, elite choir, and show choir. She also performed in many musicals and received superior rating, which is the highest, in various contests. Cindy is truly gifted in the area of vocal music and will attend Otterbein College and major in music. Congratulations, Cindy. The outstanding instrumental music student, Nathan Cunningham. Nathan is not only a member but also a section leader in each of the marching band, wind ensemble, and jazz 1 band and the pep band. His future plans include many music performances and attending college as an education major. Great job, Nathan. Outstanding drama student, Brian Hawkinsmith. Brian has given 4 years of 100% dedication to the drama program. He has shown diversity in his acting by the wide range of characters that he chooses to perform. As a sophomore, he had the lead George Gibbs in Our Town. As a junior, he had the lead Benny Small in Of Mice and Men. And as a senior, he had major roles in The Grapes of Wrath and in Grease. We certainly will miss seeing Brian on stage. Great job, Brian. The outstanding visual arts student, Daneen Copeland. Daneen is a 4-year art student whose skills have developed over the years. She has won numerous awards from the Scholastic Patriotics Art Show, including winning Scholastic's Gold Key Award, and has had her work displayed in New York City for a national contest this year, which she won, by the way. Her artwork will be on display in Washington, D.C. until the 20th of June. Great job, Daneen. The outstanding student in journalism and speech, Doug Fries. In journalism, Doug has been the page editor for the feature page in the award-winning school newspaper, The Bruin. His feature page always had great, unique design, along with well-written style that incorporated new angles and fresh ideas. He has been a real asset to the Bruin staff. In speech, Doug is qualified to state all 4 years in U.S. exempt. He was voted outstanding varsity member for 1998 by the speech and debate team. He holds a 5th degree as a member in the National Forensic League. Doug is a national qualifier in U.S. Extempt and will compete in St. Louis this summer. Congratulations, Doug. The outstanding student in these 3 areas, mathematics, science, and Latin, is Mr. James Malone. Wanted to make sure you could see James. James, certainly in being selected in 3 difficult subject areas, has a lot to be proud of. In math, James was a top scorer in the Ohio Math League and on the American High School Math Exam and on the American Invitational Math Exam. In science, James received a superior rating at the State Science Fair. He's earned an engineering scholarship from Ohio State because of his science project. He also received a perfect 800 score on the SAT-2 exam in chemistry, which is outstanding. In Latin, James was the only student at Wadsworth High School to have achieved a perfect score on a national Latin exam in Latin 4. He also won gold medals in the national Latin exams in Latin 1, 2, and 3. Certainly winning this recognition in very tough subject areas makes James a very special student. Great job, James. The outstanding English student, Diana Parker. Diana excelled in honors English all 4 years in high school. She was the 1997-98 winner of a National Council of Teachers of English Writing Achievement Award, and she also serves as a journalist for the Medina County Gazette. I also want to mention that Diana will be recognized by the Akron Beacon Journal in its 7th annual Regional Star Student Recognition Program that will shortly be published. Seniors in a 5-county region will be honored based on scholarship leadership in both school and community activities. Diana received the highest recognition possible, which is a gold star, and receives a beautiful plaque from the Beacon Journal for her achievements. Great job, Diana. Thank you.
The next part of the presentation is teacher recognition, and in that, Hillary Sifford, a representative from National Honor Society, will be presenting the Teacher of the Year Award, and Superintendent Parsons will be recognizing our retiring teachers.
There are so many outstanding teachers at Wadsworth that it is very difficult to choose just one Teacher of the Year. There are certain qualities that define a Teacher of the Year. These qualities include reaching out to students by helping them excel their learning and potential. Students have the ability to excel when the teacher is always there to help and is willing to help. While helping you, a deserving Teacher of the Year makes you believe that you can achieve things on your own. This teacher is friendly to everyone, not only as your teacher, but also as your friend. This teacher is willing to take the time to talk to you and to listen, whether it be something school-related or not.
This year's Teacher of the Year has been long deserving of this award. He began teaching 7th grade 30 years ago at Central Middle School, and then in 1981 he transferred to the high school. He demonstrates many outstanding qualities necessary to promote the students' learning. He will be remembered for his wonderful voice, his patience, and the help he provided for his students. His voice is familiar to all, whether he is trying to sell a pen cap from his pen cap emporium, announcing a basketball game, or singing in a barbershop quartet. Along with being heard, he may also be seen walking to school each morning, driving students to a Medina County Student of the Month meeting, or teaching Algebra 2 Trig and Pascal. He demonstrates to all his love of teaching and his pride in Wadsworth. I am proud to announce the 1998 National Honor Society Teacher of the Year, Mr. Roger Greckney.
None of my students are going to believe this, but I'm speechless. But I want to thank everybody that made this possible, and especially the great students that I've had the last few years that have made it such a pleasure to be a math teacher. Thank you.
Good morning. I would like to call to stage several good friends and colleagues. Mr. Roger Greckney. Roger, I waited until you got to the top of the steps. Mr. Tom Horak, Mr. Phil Horaceberger, Mr. Mike McNamara, Mr. Mike Mahaney, and Mr. John Swires. Gentlemen. Congratulations, Roger. Good job. They're all congratulating one another because they realize that they're about to embark on retirement. I truly believe that all of our lives are different as a result of the interaction that we have had with teachers in our lives. The individuals standing behind me have influenced over 22,000 students during their collective career. I believe that they have truly made a difference with their lives. I know that the students in attendance know the many positive qualities of these fine teachers. It is with a great deal of pride that I commend and thank each one of them for the service to our district, our community, and to you, the students. Mr. Roger Greckney is retiring with 30 years of service in Wadsworth. He's a former Central Middle School math teacher and most recently at the senior high school. Mr. Tom Horak has a long career, but only the last 5 years have we been blessed with his presence in Wadsworth. The dean on stage is Mr. Phil Horaceberger, former Teacher of the Year. He has been with our school district 35 years, has been a social studies teacher, and I believe he has coached just about every sport offered at the high school. Mr. Mike McNamara has worked in our business department for 23 years. Mr. Mike Mahaney has been with our district 27 years. He began teaching 6th grade, and for the last number of years, he has been at our high school teaching social studies. And Mr. John Swires has been with our district for 5 years, moved here from Akron, and has been a wonderful administrator who's cared a great deal about students. It's my pleasure to present each of the retirees with a check from the Wadsworth Education Association. I would also like to present them with the one accounting major is jumping up and down because of money. I also am going to give them the picture, the most recent picture that we have, or actually it's not the most recent picture, it's the picture they gave us when they became employed in our district. Mr. Greckney basically looks pretty much the same. Mr. Horak also looks very similar. Mr. Horsberger doesn't. I wish you could all see the picture of Mr. Mike McNamara with hair down to here and a very deep tan. Mr. Mike Mahaney. And I just can't pass this opportunity. You know, most people, when they give you a photograph of themselves for their personnel file, have it be professionally done. Mr. Swires is in a dark blue t-shirt that's a little too tight. He has a burgundy baseball cap on. He's standing in front of a lake holding his prize catch. And I'm not kidding, the fish is about that big. Gentlemen, it's been my pleasure to work with you. I know that you're going to have many, many years of great memories about how you made a difference in the lives of our students. On behalf of everyone, thank you for caring and devoting so much of your energy to the students of this community. Thank you.
While we reset the stage for the Athletic Achievement Awards, everybody can stand up and take a quick stretch break here.
Gentlemen, good job.
Go before me.
Yep, this is my last one. Yeah, 2 weeks out. That's the way it always works out. It's always fun. It's always good. It's always good experience. I said I got 12 years in now. 8 years and I can tell what it is.
All right. At this time, would all the presenters for the Athletic Achievement Awards and the Leadership Awards please come forward to the stage. In athletic achievement, Mr. Jim Isabella will be presenting the Grizzly Memorial Award. The Tony Detweiler Memorial will be presented by Mr. Greg Dennison. Mr. Mike Schmeikowski and Albert Bellamy will be presenting the Marine Distinguished Athlete Award. And a presentation will be made for the Army Scholar Award. The Outstanding Athletes Award, presented by the Booster Club, will be presented by Mr. Lance Currens. Mr. Todd Osborne will be presenting the Ohio High School Athletic Association Archie Griffith Scholarship Sportsmanship and the Helen Allen Liebert Memorial. Mr. John Martin will be presenting the Ohio High School Athletic Association Scholar Athlete Awards and the State Award for Sportsmanship, Ethics, and Integrity. And finally, Mr. John Thompson will be presenting the Ben Spekelski Sportsmanship Award.
As we're about to give out the Grizzly Memorial Award, I would be remiss if I didn't say good luck to Phil Horsberger, who's been one of the great coaches I've had the pleasure of working with. He's always been a fine gentleman, and he's always been the kind of guy that has been reliable. I think he's always been a little too modest about himself because he's one of the better coaches I've had the pleasure of working with in 20 years of covering the media. Now, this next award, the Grizzly Memorial Award, suffice it to say, goes to a young man who's one of those people that if you wanted someone to define reliable and be there for you when you really needed them, I think you'd feel pretty safe with this young man. The Grizzly Memorial Award goes to Matt Blind. We only made one mistake. We got him a watch, but we didn't get anything in military time.
I would like Matt Blind to return to the stage to receive the Tony Detweiler Award. This award is given each year to the senior who best portrays the characteristics of the late Tony Detweiler. These include strong character as a player and student, respectfulness to coaches and teachers, and a strong work ethic. Matt Blind possesses these qualities completely. He captained the football team where he was an all-suburban defensive back. He leads by word and by action, is one of the hardest workers I've ever been around. He will no doubt be successful as he continues his education and playing days at West Point this coming fall. The Tony Detweiler Award, Matt Blind.
Sorry for lengthening the ceremony, but I would also like to say that Mr. Horsberger was one of the teachers that touched my life while I was here. Those of you that slaved through summer school with him, understand what I'm talking about. All of us drowning in the cup of knowledge. I'm not sure if he uses that phrase anymore, but congratulations, Mr. Horsberger. I'd also like to say on behalf of the Marine Corps that those of you that have not investigated that as an option for your future, you're really cheating yourselves. I know when I sat where you're sitting about 4 years ago, I thought, as most of you are thinking, hey, I'm an honor student, that's not for me, but that's really a mistake. And it took me several years to correct that mistake. So come on down to Medina, check it out. The Marine Corps realizes that the foundation for good physical fitness is laid in the high school athletic organizations. In addition to good training habits, high school athletes are made aware of teamwork and discipline, two important elements in the makeup of a Marine. For this reason, the United States Marine Corps takes pleasure in supporting high school athletes by presenting the Distinguished Athlete Award. In recognition for his courage, poise, self-confidence, and leadership in high school athletics, I'm pleased to present this award to Josh Kramer.
Good morning. My name is Staff Sergeant Dale Ellsworth, representing the United States Army.
Today at Wadsworth High School, I would like to continue what has become an important tradition by presenting the United States Army Reserve National Scholar Athlete Award to two of the school's finest scholar athletes. The two students whom the Army Reserve is honoring have achieved a winning combination, excellence in both academics and athletics. They have achieved a balance that many people aspire, only a handful achieve. I'm happy to be here to give them a special recognition for their accomplishments. The United States Army Reserve National Scholar Athlete Award was created in 1981 by the Army Reserve to honor top students. More than 184,000 students have received the Scholar Athlete Award. So today's recipients join a long list of distinguished scholar athletes. Students who are team captains, debate champions, student officers, community leaders, and Olympic athletes. Athletes who have put forth the extra effort to be all they can be. I'm proud to have an opportunity to honor two of the nation's finest young people today at Wadsworth High School, with Jayesh Patel and Stephanie Schofter coming to the stage. Thank you.
Good morning. The Wadsworth All Sports Boosters Outstanding Senior Athlete Award goes to that one male and that one female individual who has performed outstanding athletic ability throughout their high school career. The female recipient this year is a 12-letter varsity winner. You will see her playing volleyball in the fall. You'd see her playing basketball in the winter, as well as going to track and field throughout her 4 years. She has been described as an individual who has tremendous amount of loyalty, has a tremendous amount of integrity, as well as standing for truly what she believes in. She has been a great role model for youngsters, as well as being very, very successful in the classroom. This year's outstanding senior athlete goes to Stephanie Schofter. This young man has been a 3-year starter for the Grizzly football team, has also lettered twice for the baseball team. A very versatile athlete. On any given Friday night, you'd see him on the defensive side, the offensive side, as well as punting, punt returning. You'd also see him being very successful on the baseball field, playing a number of different positions. This young man has been described as being someone who has, again, tremendous integrity, as well as giving up himself as far as his own personal goals to be able to have a better opportunity to have team accomplishments. This young man is willing to give 100%, which is characteristic of him that will be very successful of his character for the rest of his life. This outstanding male senior athlete goes to Adam Anderson. Thank you.
Each year, the Ohio High School Athletic Association, in coordination with Ohio High School basketball coaches, select an academic All-Ohio basketball team. This team is selected by a panel of coaches. There are 8 members on this team. And as I look down the list, I have the books here. 5 of those 8 members received Division I full-ride basketball scholarships. So they're not only super players on this team, but they're also super athletes. Wadsworth should be proud, and I'm extremely proud, to recognize Stephanie Schofter as one of these 8 players. Steffi. I get to stay here a while. The Archie Griffin Sportsmanship Award is given out each year to a male and female student athlete who've been outstanding in their efforts to promote and display sportsmanship in their community. This award is named after Archie Griffin, the Ohio State running back who was the first 2-time and only 2-time Heisman Trophy winner. The Heisman Trophy is given out to the best collegiate football player and is college football's most prestigious award. On behalf of Wadsworth High School, I would like to recognize Mike Hackenberg as this year's recipient of the Archie Griffin Sportsmanship Award. Like Archie Griffin, Mike was an outstanding athlete who won numerous awards in golf and tennis, but as the award indicates, it was Mike's ability to represent himself and Wadsworth High School in such an outstanding manner that he was chosen to win the Sportsmanship Award. Mike will continue his education at Ohio University next year and continue to represent and make Wadsworth proud. As I previously stated, the Archie Griffin Sportsmanship Award is given out each year to a male and female athlete that best display and promote sportsmanship. The young lady that is this year's award winner not only displays and promotes sportsmanship in athletic competitions, but carries the integrity to a new and higher level in the classroom and community. I am extremely proud and honored to present Jennifer Pack as this year's Archie Griffin Sportsmanship Award winner. Jennifer has been a member of the volleyball team and captain of the girls basketball team. Jennifer will continue her education at Hillsdale College and continue to represent Wadsworth with pride and dignity. And finally, the Helen Allen Liebert Award is given out each year to a female athlete who best displays leadership, hard work, athletic ability, and the desire to succeed. Helen Liebert was a terrific athlete that combined athletic talent with a strong academic success. Debbie Young is this year's Helen Alberts Liebert Award winner. Debbie had an outstanding career in soccer, basketball, and softball, where she earned a total of 8 varsity letters. Debbie was an important contributing member of the 1997 state championship basketball team and was the captain of her soccer, basketball, and softball teams this past year. Debbie has won numerous league awards for her athletic skills in soccer and softball. Debbie will attend Kent State University next year and major in education. Not only has Debbie earned 8 varsity letters, but she has maintained her academic excellence in achieving an astonishing 4.11 grade point average. I'm extremely proud and grateful to award a Helen Albert Liebert Award to Debbie Young. Thank you.
Good morning. The Ohio High School Basketball Coaches Association selects an academic All-Ohio basketball team, as Coach Osborne just related to. 7 players are selected throughout the state of Ohio in each of the 4 divisions. This year, for the first time ever, Wadsworth High had 2 of the 7 players selected to the academic All-Ohio Division I team. Would Josh Kramer and Jake Williams please come forward to be recognized? Josh Kramer is a member of National Honor Society. He's 12th on the all-time career scoring list at WHS. He set a new 3-point field goal record this year, scoring 59 3-point goals through the season, and at the same time shooting at a 44.9% percentage which is also an all-time high. He's selected to the All-County and All-League teams and plans to attend Mount Union College, where he'll continue to play his game. Jake Williams is also a member of National Honor Society. He's 17th on the all-time Grizzly career scoring list. Jake is a 3-year letterman. He led us this year in rebounding. He led our team in shooting percentage, shooting 57.9% from the field. It's a phenomenal percentage. Jake plans to attend Carnegie Mellon, and he plans to study engineering and continue to play basketball. Congratulations. The Ohio High School Athletic Association wishes to recognize a senior boy and girl as scholar athletes at Wadsworth High. Scholarship has become a very top priority of our athletes, and to be chosen the top 2 is a very special accomplishment. Would Aaron Lang and Jayesh Patel please come forward to be recognized? These 2 friends have lettered in Aaron has lettered in soccer and track at WHS and maintain a GPA of 4.353. Jayesh has lettered in cross country and track at WHS and has maintained a GPA of 4.325. Their abilities, these athletes have been blessed with incredible abilities. But more importantly, they've learned the values of hard work and teamwork in bringing out those abilities. And not only have they made themselves as good as they can be, they've influenced their friends and fellow athletes around them. And we congratulate you and wish you to continue to be the best you can be. Aaron. The Ohio High School Athletic Association has established an annual state sportsmanship, ethics, and integrity award. Guidelines for selection are as follows. This is a person within the school or community who continually exemplifies good sportsmanship. This is a person who is a positive role model for others. A person who reflects a high level of ethics and integrity in dealing with students in the interscholastic athletic program. A person who supports and demonstrates positive values. And last, a person who has contributed to the well-being of the youth at Wadsworth High. At this time, I'd like Bill Olenslager to come forward to be recognized. Coach O, as we know him, epitomizes what the guidelines to this award are all about. As a coach in cross country, and football, and track, and tennis, Coach O has positively influenced countless student athletes to become the best they're capable of becoming. As a teacher, he was always a positive role model to all his fellow teachers, as well as a positive influence to those students that he touched. As a parent and a booster, he's always supported Grizzly sports in a positive fashion. And even today, he continues to volunteer his time as a runner in the Wadsworth Runners Club, timing at CC meets or track meets, and most recently producing cable TV programs dealing with Wadsworth track, a special love of Coach O's. Coach O has served Wadsworth well, and he will continue to serve Wadsworth. We're proud of him, and we thank you, Coach O. Thank you.
The Ben Spakowski Sportsmanship Award is awarded annually to a cloverleaf and a Wadsworth football player who best exemplify the characteristics of sportsmanship held in such high regard by Ben during his many years of service to both schools. This year's recipient is not only one of the top rushers in Wadsworth history, but he possesses the characteristics deserving of this award, showing good sportsmanship and character on and off the football field. This year's recipient, Kyle Obendorf.
Final portion of our program is the leadership recognition. The IDERIA Award will be presented by Ms. Jennifer Sand and Mr. Brian Hockensmith. Dr. Nancy Meadows will be presenting the Congressional Service Award. The Lori Segrist Memorial will be presented by Mr. Harry Brown. The Jerry Ann Segrist Memorial will be presented by Mr. Roger Greckney. Mrs. Linda McNamara and Mrs. Jan Householder will be presenting the Women's Leadership Award. And finally, the Goldstein Memorials will be presented by Mrs. Linda Kramer.
The I Dare You Leadership Award is given to two outstanding members of the junior class who exhibit qualities of a successful leader. These students are not merely being recognized for their character and past achievements, but for their capacities for future achievements and their abilities to take on strong leadership roles in the coming year. The purpose of this award is to dare young people to fulfill their highest potential, influence others, and make a difference through lives of leadership and service. The intent of this award is to focus on students who demonstrate personal integrity, lead well-rounded lives, and possess a willingness to assume responsibility. This year's recipients are Vanessa Kali and Brian B. Miller. Vanessa has managed to possess all of these qualities while still maintaining at least a 3.5 grade point average. She was inducted into the National Honor Society this year and is also a leader in her church youth group. She's a 3-year member of the volleyball team and also a 3-year member of the gymnastics team. She's a representative on student council and will also be a representative at Girls State this summer.
I am very proud to give this award to Brian B. Miller. I've gotten to know him over the last couple of years through student council, where I watched him work very diligently and uphold all of his responsibilities with great care. He's also made good use of his time here at the high school by participating in many sports. He's an all-around good person. He's one of the greatest kids I know. It's going to be sad to go, and I'm going to miss him. The I Dare You Award is given in recognition of personal integrity and balanced living and motivation for leadership. The I Dare You Award is also given for those who show the potential to be a leader in the hopes that this award may encourage them to pursue higher goals. William H. Danforth, the founder of the I Dare You Award, described his award best when he said, "You have a fourfold life to live: a body, a brain, a heart, and a soul. These are your living tools. To use and develop them is not a task, it's a golden opportunity." Thank you.
Would like to present the Congressional Service Award now to Kristen Poihonen. Would you please join us on the stage? Kristen has been selected Kristen has been selected to receive this award given by Representative Sherrod Brown. We honor Kristen for her tireless efforts in serving our school and our community. She has shown leadership, service, and caring through student council, athletics, and in the classroom. We wish Kristen the best as she continues her efforts, as next year she will become senior class president. Congratulations, Kristen.
Good morning. The Lori Sechrist Award is also known as the Sunshine Award, is presented yearly by the Sechrist family on behalf of their daughter Lori. Lori was a student here at Wadsworth High School back in the late 1970s. She attended college for a short period of time before she died of cancer. As a student, Lori was always cheerful, always willing to help others. She worked in the guidance department, and whenever you would come into the office, Lori would greet you with a smile and a positive mental attitude. This year's award goes to a young lady that typifies Lori and her ideals. She is a leader among her peers, a captain on her team. Her positive mental attitude is one that Lori and the Sechrist family would be pleased to have the 1998 Sunshine Award be presented to Miss Lauren Walker.
Jerry Ann Sechrist was a member of the class of 1976. She suffered from the same inherited form of cancer as did her younger sister. Despite numerous surgeries, therapies, and hospital stays, she never lost her enthusiasm for learning. Jerry Ann continued asking questions and diligently doing her homework until shortly before her death in the spring of her senior year. Throughout her ordeal, Jerry Ann maintained a positive attitude. No one can remember even the slightest murmur of complaint. When it became apparent that Jerry Ann would not be coming home to participate in her graduation ceremony, Mr. Ben Spikalski, then principal of Wadsworth High School, made a trip to the Cleveland Clinic to present her with her diploma. Jerry Ann had just one question: did I earn it? In memory of this inspirational student, the Jerry Ann Sechrist Memorial is awarded each year to a young lady of the senior class who best exhibits the characteristics of Jerry Ann. It is awarded to one who places a high value on education, who excels academically, and is active in extracurricular activities. The recipient must be a person of sound character, persistent and self-motivated, with a desire to earn. And she must show a concern for others and a commitment to church or to family or to the community or to a special cause. This year's recipient has been on the excellence roll and has been an academic letter winner throughout high school. As a senior, she has taken advanced placement English, AP Government and Economics, and AP Calculus, and is ranked in the top 10 of her class. She has been active in Spanish Club, SAD, National Honor Society, and her church youth group. She has also excelled in band for 4 years and on the volleyball court for 4 years. She is seriously considering serving as a missionary in South America after graduation. it is my privilege to present the 1998 Jerry Ann Segrist Memorial Award to Amy Scherentz.
The Womanhood Leadership Award is given each year to a senior girl for her accomplishments as a leader and for her general development and demonstration of strong character convictions. This year, 2 senior girls have been selected to receive this recognition. The first winner believes that life's greatest achievements are found in helping others. She's a 4-year winner of the Medina County Volunteer Award. Countless hours have been given to special causes that she feels need special attention. This year, she took on a special project and helped to raise $900 for the Medina County HIV Task Force. Because of her giving and caring spirit, the world has been made a better place. Please help me recognize Danielle Hollingsworth.
The second Women's Award goes to someone who's been up here several times, and I had a big speech prepared, but she's so diverse and has so many activities and had so many accomplishments that I'm just going to, off the top of my head, talk about her character a little bit. I've known her for 4 years. I've had her in class for 4 years. I've been involved with her in drama and musicals. She's well liked by her peers as well as her teachers. She's friendly, she's responsible, she has a great personality, she's definitely a leader, very organized, and I have to hand this probably to her parents who gave her a good home life and probably some perspective on being organized. She's going to attend Northwestern next year and major either in English or journalism, which both are excellent choices, and she could do well in either one. I'd like to present this award, and I'm very proud to Diana Parker.
I'm always finally, the final one. The Ed and Arnie Goldstein Awards are character and leadership awards, which makes them very important. These 2 young men receiving these awards are considered by their peers and others to exhibit good character. You can count on them. They are dependable. They're willing to go the extra mile. I've spoken about the Goldsteins for many years, and for some reason this year, seems like it was a long time ago. But this is good for me to do this because I remember them as they were my dear friends and still are. They were the only Jewish family in Wadsworth. They had 5 children, 3 of which became doctors, and I babysat for the 2 youngest children. When I was in school, Ed, the father, who owned a drugstore and pharmacy, died tragically in an automobile accident. Arnie, the son, graduated from Wadsworth in 1954. He was president of his class. He was nominated to West Point, but he chose instead to attend Oberlin and go on to medical school. He became a flight surgeon in the U.S. Navy and died at sea July 19, 1964, in a helicopter accident from an aircraft carrier. He was 27 years old. When I was in school so long ago, I happened to date his brother. Arnie was a junior or a senior, and we were lowly underclassmen, and neither one of us drove. So We had a double date with Arnie and his date. We did that often. And last summer at the reunion of the last 10 classes to graduate from Wadsworth High School at the old school, I saw the girl that was Arnie's girlfriend, and I said, "You remember when we always used to have to date with you?" And she said, "Yes, we hated it." But Arnie, being the nice young man that he was, never complained to anyone. The winner of the Ed Goldstein Award this year is a member of the National Honor Society. He is student council president. He's a member of show choir, student representative to Strategic Planning Commission on Substance Abuse. I had the pleasure of seeing him play the lead in that great production this year of Grease. He plans to attend Case Western and study engineering, and the 1998 winner of the Ed Goldstein Award is Doug Blank. The winner of the Arnie Goldstein Award is a member of the National Honor Society, and I've watched him play football, for which he received Suburban League honors. I've watched him play basketball, for which he received Suburban League honors, and he was team captain. He also plans to attend Case Western and study engineering. The 1998 Arnie Goldstein Award is Jake Williams.
I wish to take this time to compliment Dr. Meadows and the guidance staff, Mrs. Kurt, Doug Blank, and the entire Student Council for putting together such a fine recognition program. I also wish to congratulate all the award winners and parents. We've had over 57 kids on the stage, and in particular, Mr. Greckney is being selected as Teacher of the Year. And a big thanks to our presenters for giving your time to make this day special. And I'd like to thank our community through 25 representatives for giving this senior class well over $41,000 in scholarships and awards, and that says a lot for our community and their care for our students. I wish to compliment you, the student body, because you've shown respect to our guests, as you always do. We have a lot of talented students at Wadsworth, and I'm extremely proud of all of you, especially when I go to principals' meetings and I hear them talk about their students, you know, the troubles they have, and I get to brag about ours. And I sincerely mean this from the bottom of my heart. As principal of this high school, I would not trade any of you for any student from any other school, even the students I yelled at for getting candy out of the machine before they came to the assembly today. But I'd like to remind all the award winners and parents and presenters of the reception in the library. Again, thank you for everything. Students, please report to your third period class.